Hi there. Hello. How's it going? Hi, Livy. Yay. Got some people from Massachusetts, other coast. Hi, Tatiana. Hope you and the dog and Joe are okay. How's everyone's hair? I feel like by the time I'm just gonna let it grow and see where it gets. Hi, Jed. By the end of this, I'm guessing my bangs will be covering my eyes. So, yay, happy Monday. Okay, yay. I'm also rocking a little bit of an uneven shoulder burn from yesterday. I hope you got some good sunshine. All right, Monday night. Some things, a little bit of arm balancing, but I'd like to warm up. We'll do some external hip stuff, some twisting, and some chill stuff at the end. And I'm thinking maybe a few moments at the end to massage our feet, if that sounds cool to all of you. And if not, just open your mind to it. All right, and my name is Alissa. If you're just practicing with me for the first time here virtually, it's so nice to have you on this platform. If you've been here with me before, welcome back. Let's start over on the mat. Have everything you need. Feel free to pop in and out of things as your schedule allows for. Let's begin on the back. And take a couple moments to feel the weight of your pelvis and the weight of your shoulders starting to drop you into the floor. Not trying to force the spine to be towards the earth, but just honoring your curves here. And maybe noticing any areas that feel, or maybe resist just lying on your back. See if you need to shimmy your upper back a little further away from the pelvis. And then drop your attention right to the lower part of your ribs. And they don't come directly across the belly here, but they kind of wrap from the side up in an arch, like a semicircle, and then down to the other side. And I want you to just actively and mentally soften that space. And then notice if the mental softening of that space allows more movement of the belly and the low diaphragm with the inhales and the exhales. Use this time to check in. How is your body vibrating right now? What is your heart rate at? Are you having a hard time mentally focusing or coming into mindfulness, awareness of yourself? And just a couple more moments here, observing and acknowledging how we're feeling right now. Bringing your hands to body or palms together to meet. Welcoming yourself to your practice. Incorporating any other intentional thought. Take a moment with that. join me for 1 ohm, or you can hum or take a deep audible exhale along. Let's take a breath in slowly through the nose. Good, just invoking whatever it is you need to bring into your practice. And then go on and extend your right heel to the ceiling. We'll actively pull the knee out towards the right side of the floor and then press the leg back up through neutral. So bend the knee, pull it down towards the floor, and then press it back up through neutral. Come one more time over, and then press it back up through neutral, and then cross the right ankle over the left thigh. No hands here. Let's start to draw the left thigh towards the chest to pick up that leg. Keep a slight flex of your right ankle, and then just very gently rock right and left. One more breath. Pause in the middle, release the left foot to the floor. Bring your right leg up to the ceiling, and then extend it down towards the mat and shake it out. Let's slide the right foot in when you're ready, bending the knee. Let's kick the left heel up towards the ceiling. And then without the use of the hands, we'll bend the left knee and pull it out to the left side of the mat. Press it back up through neutral and gently open as you pull it down. One more time, up and pull. Kick it up to the ceiling and then cross that left ankle over the right knee. Draw the right thigh up into the air if you'd like. Gentle flex through the left ankle and then just gently rocking right and left. One more breath. Release the right foot to the floor. Kick the left leg to the sky. And then extend it down your mat. Go on and shake that left leg out. And then slide the left knee in. And then go on and lift both knees. You can either hold your shins or behind your thighs, or you can rock and roll without the use of your hands, gaining some momentum back and forth, back and forth. Let the belly be relaxed, but gently expanding or widening to accommodate the action. Let's take 3 more. We'll land up in a fold at the top of the mat, so go in and rock to your feet. Let your head drop off. Bend your knees as much as you need to this first round, and let's maybe pedal out, pressing into one heel at a time, and leaning the torso away from that thigh. Pausing somewhere through a neutral fold, let the head dangle. Take 2 more breaths. Press the feet, rise the spine all the way up to stand. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward until your hands touch the floor by your feet. Inhale and draw the back of your heart through your upper arm bones in your halfway length, and exhale and fold the torso down. Press and rise the feet, take the arms up with you. Inhale. Exhale, fold back down, hands by the feet. You can bend your knees here if you need to. Inhale, roll the spine through half lift, and exhale, fold down. This time as we press, rise all the way up into our Urdhva Hastasana, and then bend the knees and sink into chair. Right arm will sweep back, left arm will press forward. Inhale, arms up through the middle. As you exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. As you do this, counter twist your right hip away from the left. Inhale, back up through the middle, right arm back, left arm forward. And one more time, left arm back, right arm forward. Stay back on your legs, lift your arms up slowly. Hook your thumbs together, lift your upper back and armpits. Exhale, send it out of the nose, all the way out. Inhale and stand all the way up. As you exhale, lean to the right. Inhale up through center. Exhale, lean to the left. Another full breath in there. Stay with that breath out. Inhale up through center. Hands through heart. Step the feet together. Big toes touch. Inhale through chair pose. First touch the floor. Stay low in your thighs. Lift your upper body. Inhale. As you exhale, fold down. As you inhale, drop your seat as low as you can without lifting your heels. And then as you exhale, stay low, step the right foot back. Inhale, circle, sweep the left arm up to lift the chest. And as you exhale, left hand down, right foot steps back in. Send your left leg back. Inhale, reach the right arm up into a circle. As the right hand comes down, step back into that tiny ball. And then fold forward. Halfway lengthen the spine. Take your hands out wide away from the shoulders. Bring your hands to your hips and lift your elbows up. Or then from there, binding your fingers together, gently lift the upper arms, and then drop back into your fold. Let the weight come slightly forward. Bring the pelvis forward. Press into your toes. One more breath. Open the mouth, exhale, release the arms. Inhale to lengthen forward. Exhale, high plank pose. From high plank pose, drop the knees. Sink back into a child's pose while reaching your right arm back. And then take the right arm up and around, lifting onto the knees towards the top of the mat. We'll press back with the arm and the hips, and then forward. Make this really grand, maybe even a little bit dramatic. Last two. Last one. Reach to hands and knees, and then let's go right into the left side. Sweep the arm back as you sit back, and then come forward. Last three. Two. Last one. We'll sit back onto the heels. From here, interlace your hands behind you. Stay here and gently draw the arm bones down. Or you can tuck the top of the head into rabbit and lift the arms up and back. Finding the very topmost, flattest part of your skull. No pressure in the neck. Engage the inner groins. One more breath. And we'll meet back, seated on the heels. Release the bind. Let the arms float up. And let's take a moment to flick the fingers. This might be very warming, and if you haven't done it, it probably feels very sensational. So just stay with it for another 10 seconds. Breathe how you need. And just feel, what are the sensations? Are you trying to label them as painful? And if they're painful, honor that. If they're just very strange, go with that. We're almost out of it. And one, shake the arms. Bring them down so the blood comes back to the fingers. Shake your shoulders out. Maybe make some sound. Pause for one moment. Close the eyes if you'd like. Inhale and just feel your body now. Conscious breath, conscious awareness, conscious mind. travel to downward facing dog, coming through cobra, upward facing. And we'll be back in that down dog. Start to lengthen the hips up and back, press the palms and fingertips down. And breathe. Check in with those shoulders, or more so the armpits today. So if your armpits are feeling really stressed and sort of spread thin, just let the weight of your shoulders drop into socket. Let the torso meet that weight. And then let the inner thighs lift the lower back to the sky. One more breath here. And out. Bend the knees, look to the hands. We're traveling to the top of the mat. Lengthen halfway. Fold down. Chair pose, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Lengthen the heart as you drop the bum. Step or hop back high to low plank. Cobra, upward facing dog. Really send the chest nice and wide. And downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Pull the thigh to the belly, step the foot between the hands. Press and rise into high crescent lunge. From high crescent lunge today, let's press and straighten through the right leg and lean the upper back back. One more breath. Drop into your right knee, high crescent lunge, and hands to floor. High plank pose, inhale long. As you exhale, travel to downward facing dog. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Left leg presses to the sky. Knee to nose, step between the hands. Come for your first high crescent lunge. And just let the pelvis settle here, get used to the shape. And then start to press and straighten through the left thigh as you lift the ribs in the upper back. Inhale. Both legs strong. As you exhale, bend the left knee, hands to floor. High plank for an inhale to adjust. Exhale, halfway down. Cobra, upward facing to downward facing dog. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Lift the heels, bend the knees, looking to your hands and travel to the top of the mat. Lengthen halfway and fold forward. Chair pose, inhale. Hands through heart, exhale. As we start to sit down, send the right sitting bone towards the right knee. Turn from your upper body, upper rib cage to the right. Press the left elbow down, and then just lift the heart. Encouraging, but not worrying too much, the left knee back in space. One more breath. Inhale through the middle, stand up a little taller out of that chair. And then as you drop down, left sitting bone comes forward. Turn to the left, using those right ribs, back of the heart, drop the right knee. Encouraging the right hip back in space as the heart rises. One more breath. Back through the middle, stand a little taller, squeeze the inner legs. And then fold. Halfway lift. And travel to downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Step between the hands. High crescent lunge. Straighten out the right leg. High crescent lunge. Straighten out the right leg. Last time. Stay upward with the upper body energy. Last time, straighten up. Bend that right knee, hands through heart. Round over the right thigh, and then revolve that lunge. Lifting the heart up, dropping the right thigh down. We're here for 3. Strong back leg, lift the inner left thigh. Last breath. Hands to floor. We'll bring that right knee into the chest, round into the upper back, drop the head for 3 breaths. Lift that thigh to the belly. Firm the armpits, grip the fingers. High, 3-legged dog, right leg to the sky, inhale. And as we exhale, high plank. Right toes down, lower half plank, cobra upward facing to downward facing dog. Left heel to the sky. Step that foot between the hands. High crescent lunge. Make sure you have enough space so you can always widen your base if you need to with your feet. Arms up. Inhale, lengthen that left thigh. Exhale, drive the left knee forward. Lengthen up, pick the inner legs up. Use the big toe. Drive it down. One more time. Drive it down. Hands through heart. Turning over that left thigh, we'll start to revolve. And we're revolving not with the lower back and not with the hips, right? They might move a little bit, totally understandable depending on, the looseness of our joints and whatnot. But we're revolving around the spine. So think about that. Your ribs come over, and then you lengthen from the middle of your spine to hold for 2 more breaths. Last one. We're coming to that thigh hold. Press the hands round into your upper back. Squeeze your left heel towards your bum as your left thigh comes to the belly. Last 2 breaths. 3-legged dog, swing it back, inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Looking to your hands will travel to the top of the mat. Lengthen halfway. And fold down. Chair pose, inhale. Hands through heart. Revolve to the right. Pick the heart up. Draw the sitting bone forward. Open the arms, 1 more breath. And fold forward. Halfway lift. We will step the left toes back. High crescent lunge, inhale. Straighten out the right thigh. Turn the left heel down, triangle, come forward. Now, if you're feeling like heel to heel isn't happening for you, you can adjust. Walk that right heel in more towards the arch of the left foot. As you come down, bring that right thigh really strongly to the sky as you open the left arm. One more breath. Bend the right knee just to lift your chest up for a moment. And then hands to floor. Pop your left heel, right thigh to belly, round, inhale. 3-legged dog, exhale. Inhale, pull the knee to the chest. As we exhale, we'll kick it out and under to the left and lift the left hand. Back into the chest. Exhale, kick it out, twist under, lift the left arm. One more time, in. Kick it out, revolve. And then see if you can bring, let me turn around. See if you can bring that left elbow and that right knee to press and just hold in a side crunch for 3, for back knee. Or with the legs semi-straight, you'll start to turn your belly down towards the floor. You might rest on your forearms. You might rock out that outer right thigh for a bit. 2 more breaths. Last inhale. Last exhale. If you're down on the forearms, start to pick yourself up. We'll turn out of that high. I keep wanting to say high downward facing dog. Step back to your downward facing dog. Let's take a full breath. Bend the knees, look to the hips, we'll travel forward. Prepare that second side, lengthen the heart halfway. And full. Chair pose. Setting up our revolved chair to the left. Drop low, turn and open the heart. Inhale, maybe the arms spread apart. You'll press the right arm into that left leg. And then exhale, fold down. Inhale, lift the heart up. We'll step the right toes back. High crescent lunge, inhale. Lengthen the left thigh as you exhale. Drop the right heel down. Set up for triangle pose as you open out, expand the heart. Strong left thigh, keeping you lifting up energetically. Using gravity, allowing the breath to be relaxed. One more inhale. Follow the exhale. Let your left knee bend. Just start to turn your heart forward and then plug your hands to the floor. Inhale to draw that left thigh to chest. As we exhale, 3-legged dog. Inhale to the center of your belly. As we exhale, kick it to the right and lift the right arm. Back through the middle, knee to chest, and kick it through. One more time. And kick it through. And then just pull your right elbow and your left thigh together for 3, for 2, for 1. Plant the hand to kick the leg out. Lower down onto the outer hip. So again, you can bend your back knee for a moment and hang out there. You can bend your front knee even if you need to. Otherwise, as straight as we can get with both of those thighs, we'll turn the heart to the floor and just rest for 3 breaths. Just taking a quick moment to acknowledge any thoughts, any judgments that might come up when we move a little more quickly. Start to lift the heart up slowly. We'll center that and come to downward facing dog. Slow breath in and a slow breath out. We'll come through the hands to our seat. You might hop forward with the ankles crossed, pressing into the pinky edges of your feet to lean back onto your seat. Okay, from here, we'll lean and find our sitting bones. You might have to scooch some flesh out of the way. So that we're a little more upright on them today. And then the idea is we'll just play around with some movement. And this can look like anything, and your hands can be on the floor if you need. But essentially, just play with like moving around on your sitting bones as much as possible. So try not to roll deeply onto the bottom flesh, but instead stay like more up. And just let this excite your abdominals. And just notice like all the thoughts going off in your head. or all the signals that it takes. You know, even let yourself like go until maybe you fall out. Whew. And then once you feel pretty warm from that, we'll pause for a moment, hold behind the thighs, scoop the belly up and back, tuck the chin, and then round onto the back very slowly. Take the arms up and overhead. Slide the heels in, and we'll do some bridge lifts. Press the floor away, squeeze on the way up, and then lower it down. Inhale up, lower down. And just keep going up and down. You can adjust the arms to the side or underneath you. Last two. Last one. Draw your knees to your chest, rock to your seat. Come into bow, press the heels, lift the heart back. We'll hold for 3. Flex through the big toes. Imagine they're coming together like magnets. 2. I know it's a very long free count. 1 more. And cross the ankles. Press down into the floor. So I'll show that slowly a couple times. Outer ankles, outer edges of your feet. Press into them to lift your bum, plant your hands. Step 1 foot back, and the other foot back, and then travel up and downward facing dog. Welcome yourself back into the shape. We'll take a moment here. And exhale out. Press the right heel to the sky. This time, bend the knee, lift the outer thigh, and open up the thigh. Or open up the hip. 1 more breath. And to nose, step that foot between the hands. Start to rise into high crescent lunge. Hands through heart, revolve the lunge to the right. Open the arms 1 time, inhale. And then hands to heart, back through the middle. High crescent lunge, breath in. Step into eagle pose at the top of the mat. Left leg will wrap around the right. Get your thigh really up and over. Left elbow underneath the right. And then just notice, so for me, the left hip really wants to be up high. Not that we're going to force the hips into balance, but actively lift the outer right hip a little as you draw the left hip down. Same with the shoulders. 1 more breath. Unravel the arms, unravel the legs. Step your left foot back. We'll open into side angle lunge. Stay low on your right thigh. Right forearm to the floor. Left arm overhead. Roll the ribs. And just keep breathing there. I forgot to put the clock out, so I'm just gonna take a peek. Awesome. 2 more breaths. Hello, hello. Release the hands, spin yourself to neutral with your pelvis. Right thigh to belly, inhale. As you exhale, take a vinyasa. Right thigh to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Step the foot between the hands. So yes, same right leg that we just did. High crescent lunge. Eagle pose, we're just rolling through this side. Left arm over, or left arm under, left leg over. 1 more breath. Exhale, unravel, step open, side angle lunge. Root into it, take your inhale, and then exhale, flow to downward facing dog. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Now the left side, we'll take it slow and then lunge. Hands through heart, revolve to the left. Open the arms wide. And then palms back together. Inhale through your neutral lunge. And then bring that right thigh up and around the left for eagle. Right arm underneath. If you're noticing your hips are way off balance, gently counterbalance them. Squeezing to the spine, one more breath. We will unravel. Step back, turn open, extended side angle. Let the ribs revolve around the spine. Remember, try not to use the lower back. We're here for 3 more breaths. Draw into the pelvis. Draw into the heart. All of your strength. Let it release through the throat. Ease of the breath. Last inhale. As you exhale, close the hands down. Side to chest, inhale. Your travel high to low plank. Cobra or upward facing. Downward facing dog. Flowing through the left side, lift the left heel. Bend the knee, open the hip. Swing the foot between the hands. High crescent lunge. We're scooping that revolve. We'll come right into eagle. Right arm under. Right leg over. Open out, extended side angle. And inhale here. Exhale, hands to floor. High plank. Travel to the belly. We'll pause for a moment here. Stack the hands and rest the forehead directly down. Wiggle around on the spine for a little moment. And then we'll bring the fingertips out by the shoulders in line, laterally from the body, and tent the fingers and press into the floor and start to lift the armpits. And then once you get a little float, draw your left shoulder down, internally rotate it, try to bring it to touch the mat. Take a full breath in and out. And then roll that shoulder up. We'll turn the other way. Drop that right shoulder down. Oh no. Hi there. So we just lost power over here. So I'm going to continue on over here, and I apologize. Drop that right shoulder down. Inhale up through center. Swim the arms back as you reach for those ankles, catching into bow pose. We'll breathe here. Slowly coming up into the heart for 3, for 2, for 1. Release. As you lower down, you can keep a gentle bend in the knees and draw the heels towards the sitting bones. And just wiggle on out there. Hi, I'm so sorry. We just had some technical difficulties in the studio. I apologize for that, but maybe that means you got to rest on your belly for like a little bit longer. Thanks for rejoining. I love you. It's the age of Aquarius, but sometimes I feel very inept at this online shenanigans. So we're on the belly. We're out with the arms, elbows tinted to the ceiling. Let's lift up again, firm into the armpits a little bit to pick up the chest. And we did the left shoulder, so let's give the right shoulder a shot. Roll the shoulder head down into the floor. And then bring it back up through the middle. Now, if you're feeling like you want to do each shoulder again once, go on and do that. Otherwise, we'll meet in a bow pose. Bring your hands back for your ankles. Flex your heels towards your sitting bones. Start to press them up and back. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your chest. For 3, you might rock like I am. For 2. And 1. And lower down. You can find a little movement there. Press up and back into child's pose. Reach the arms long. And then pulling yourself forward. Let's come to hands and knees and turn the fingers towards the thighs. And come into cat pose from here. As long as you feel like it's okay on your elbows, so you can keep a gentle bend in your elbows. And instead of the action happening at the hand, let the spine start to round from the upper back and the armpit space. Gently grip the fingers. You might lean forward, you might lean back. And then we'll start to release that. Let's take a moment, sit back on our shins like we did at the start of class, and just shake out the wrists, flick the fingers, and move it around. Okay. Travel to downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Bend the knee and open up the hip. And swing that right foot to the hands. As we come to high crescent lunge, let's start to bring the left knee all the way up to our chest. And then cross it over for eagle. So from here, I'm going to turn now. We can play with something. You're welcome to explore your eagle a little bit more with your left thigh over and your left arm under. You're welcome to explore curling in the upper back, tapping the elbows and the knees together a few times, and really using the whole trunk, the abdominals, and your balance. Or if you like arm balancing, you can start to turn to that left thigh. As you sink low, really squeeze your inner thighs together. Your left knee will be on your right arm, and you'll start to bring the heart forward, and then kick the right leg away. Coming back. Maybe you give that one more round. So I'll turn another way. If you're new to this, you can take the version where both elbows hold the chest really broad and press into that left leg for balance. And then the chin moves forward. That's the direction you're looking to keep the heart lifted. And the fingertips grip back on the floor. So you're either taking some eagle crunches. Hi, Josephine, you like that? You're either taking some eagle crunches or playing with the arm balance or just holding that steady, strong eagle. I'll meet you at the top of the mat in a fold. Go on and release. Maybe tuck those palms underneath your feet. Inhale, lift up into Anjaneyasana, and then start to walk your right toes out a little bit to the side of your mat. Start to energize that heel back as you bring your left hand down. Right arm up from the shoulder, and then reach back for your left heel. Now, if the bend of your back knee is not working, don't do it. You can skip it. You could lift the knee if it's tender. One more slow, steady breath. Plant the hands. Let's step back right into downward facing dog. And then lift the left leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip. Bring the knee through the hands. And as if you're coming into crescent, instead we'll slide the right thigh up and bring it over, hooking the thighs together. Now here's your chance. Exploring how long you can balance, fixing your focus and your ego. Maybe taking that balance and adding some motion, bringing the elbows and the knees towards each other very slowly, and just noticing all of the moving parts. Or you keep dropping down, bringing that left arm and right arm outside of the right leg. Taking your arm balance, catching the floor, pulling the chin forward, and then pressing the legs apart. Whew. Now this one takes some time, and admittedly I haven't done it in a while myself. So when you're bringing your elbow into your outer leg, it's gonna feel like something, and it might cramp up on you. So practice makes perfect. The way to get used to that sensation is just to try it more. Heart forward, elbows towards each other, belly up and back. Okay, give that another couple breaths if you're playing, or just meet me in a fold if you're ready. Tucking hands. One more time, maybe wiggle those toes on the fingers and the wrists. Let out a good breath. And then release the palms. Lengthen the spine up halfway. Step the right toes back. Lower the knee down. Inhale, we'll lift up. And then start to turn out your left big toe. Pull the heel back energetically as you bring your right hand to the floor. Left arm up from the shoulder. Turn and reach back. Bending the right knee, catching the foot. I'm trying to bring the heel and the sitting bone together without force, especially if you know your knees are tender. Just be mindful there. Always mindful. Always listening and observing your body's depths and asks. Slowly release that. This time we'll lift the right leg, we'll step forward, and start to sink the bum down to the floor. Coming into squat, knees out, hands together, gently press the thumbs towards the sternum. Collecting your heart space and collecting your heartbeat. Slowing the breath back down. And then let's reach the hands out, drop onto the bum as we lean back. Right ankle over the left thigh. Thigh draws in. Holding here in this figure four, again without the use of the hands, but now if you're really wanting it, go ahead and weave the fingers between. Maybe the left foot just stays down. That's what mine's asking for. Now, look at your right knee. Imagine a line from your right knee towards your right armpit, and just acknowledge that line. And And we'll start to lift the right heel up, just where we imagine the right knee just was. So the foot now comes up, and the knee is still in line with the armpit, and then we reach for the outside edge of the right foot. From here, we'll slowly pull down on the foot without moving the knee, and let that leg tap the floor. Your left bum will come off of the floor probably, so just let it. One more breath. Release the right foot. Let's take it long and just shake it out. And then set up for that figure four, second side, left ankle over the right thigh. Maybe your hands want to be utilized. This time, go ahead. Now start to look at the left knee. Draw a line to the armpit. And then we'll uncross the left ankle and bring the foot where the knee was overhead. Catch the pinky edge of the foot. And then press down through the foot. Right bum will lift off the floor. And just press energetically downwards through the left thigh. We'll release that. Plant the feet. Let the knees rock side to side. Rocking up to a seat for kind of our final big action here. Some options. I'm going to put my glasses on for this one. Make sure you can see me there. So some options for this now. You can hang in a Baddha Konasana and massage your feet. Just press your thumbs all around the arches, squeeze your toes. We'll all get to this point, so there's no rush. If you're holding your Baddha Konasana, you can let the fold really take time. Let the outer hips release. Or if you'd like to play quickly with your firefly, start to lift one leg up, knee over shoulder. And then the other leg up, knee over shoulder. As you rock up into the hands, bring your chin and your chest forward. You'll press your feet towards each other and lift off. Press, press, press. Round the upper back. Heels squeeze in, arms press out, chin up for 3, for 2, for 1. Lower down, now we'll all meet in a Baddha Konasana. And let's get into the arches of our feet. Really press with the thumbs. Press your heels. Being home a lot more now. I'm generally barefoot like 98% of the time, but now my feet just feel like extra barefoot because I don't have many places to go. So take the time if you're home, if you have a tennis ball or just a lacrosse ball or even a thick ball with your socks, and just roll out the arches of your feet. And then give them a little pat. Someone just waved at me outside. Okay, go on and close your knees together. Let's roll onto the back for a moment here in stillness. Legs can expand. Maybe it's a big, wide pentacle shape. Just embracing it. This is the end of this moment, the end of this practice in all of its glory. Taking in all of your warmth, all of the extra energy that you expended that your body just needed to let go of. And now allow to process and to vibrate at a speed which feels more nourished, more calm, and hopefully a little more focused and at ease. Begin to move into a fetal position, rolling over to one side. Tuning into the rhythm of your heartbeat. And from here, sharing with yourself anything you're needing to hear, anything you're needing to remind yourself of. Maybe it's a little mantra. And hopefully it's all just genuine love and appreciation for your body and your practice. Beginning to move up into a seat. And let's just take a couple breaths here with our eyes open. Maybe they're fixed somewhere in the room, just reorienting yourself to this present moment, this new now. And then allowing your hands to meet yourself at your center. Sharing gratitude for each other. And gratitude for anything else tonight that's been coming up in this last week for you. As we approach this week anew. Thank you as always for spending some time here with me, and I hope you're all so well. Namaste. Thank you. So I want to thank you for sticking around during that unfortunate series of battery loss. Apparently the plug wasn't as plugged as I thought it was. Hi, Lenny. Thank you. So yeah, if you have questions, please let us know. Flex and Flow. And my name is Alissa. I'm at Alissa Marguerite Yoga. And I genuinely just love you all. Thanks for showing up for me. Good night. Thank you, Tati. Yay. Thank you, Kate and Jed. Yay. Heart stuff. I hope you feel warm and just ready to, eat a big dinner. Thank you, Georgie. Or Georgia. I like that name. Thank you so much. Take care. Mwah.